Hey everyone, it's Zach. So today I want to cover how do you send out a referral or how do you sign a referral agreement with another agent? Referrals are a great way that because you have your license in one state, you are now allowed to refer anybody to anywhere across the country. So even if you know somebody, maybe they're moving to California, you could look up a California agent, send them a referral agreement, and now you get paid even though you're not licensed in that state. So this is a great way to grow your business, to have kind of almost like supplemental income because or passive income because you don't have to do all the work, but really just finding a good agent. This is how you can get paid. So I've seen several agents, they connect in different moving groups and they've noticed, hey, one of my friends or somebody in my sphere or somebody in this Facebook group, they're moving somewhere else across the country and they volunteer, hey, I'll find you a good agent. And then they work out a referral agreement with that agent in another state. So if that is the case and you are ready to have a referral agreement in place with another agent, every single state should have their own version of a referral agreement. In Tennessee, this is RF 701, referral agreement. So it's a 2-page form, and you would go ahead and fill out this information. You might need to reach out to your broker because it says company referring the buyer or seller. That would be Zach Taylor Real Estate, company address. But right here, it asks for company federal ID number. So that's why you might have to reach out to your broker to get that. Also, your firm license number right here. And then you put yourself here, name of licensee, referring the buyer or seller, phone and email. If you don't know the relocation director, contact info doesn't apply. You can just go ahead and leave that blank. Here's where you fill out the other company's information. So if that's a company in California, that's what goes here. Ohio, that's what goes here. Wherever you are sending this to, that's what you add here. Now, here is kind of a tricky part. So let's say, for example, we want to send Susan Smith to an agent in California, for example. Now, you could say, I just want a referral split if she buys something. Or maybe Susan, you somehow know her. She lives in California. She's going to sell her house and move to Tennessee, but she called you first, like, hey, do you know a good agent in my area? Even though you live in Tennessee, maybe you find her a good agent to list her house in California. Well, then she could be deemed a seller referral. Or what I do most of the time, just to cover both my bases, is put both. That way, no matter what Susan does with this other agent in another state, I get a referral fee from this. I've seen where it has bit some agents where maybe they just check buyer or maybe they just check seller. And then the other agent, maybe this person has changed their mind or something happened. And this has bit them where they chose one or the other. So I just want to go ahead and put both. Now, did the buyer seller agree or request to be referred by your company? You put yes. Here's where you put how much of the total commission. So if I put both, if Susan, maybe she's a seller in California, I live in Tennessee, have a license only in Tennessee. Maybe Susan just wants to sell her house in California and buy another house in California. Maybe she's my aunt and she lives out there. So of the total compensation that this other agent in California would make, what percentage or flat fee would you make if Susan closes on these deals? Now, again, commission is 100% negotiable. It could be anything here. It could be a flat fee. It could be 5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand. It could be 20%, 25%, 30%, 35%. Now, what I see a lot managing several hundred deals every single year, I'm just going to give you a ballpark of what I typically see. However, again, it is fully negotiable. A lot of times I see right here, 25% is the most common. I also see 30%. Every now and then, if it's like a seller referral, it might be like 35%. But that's typically the ballpark I see if that helps you out. Again, it is fully negotiable and every situation is different. So it depends maybe how much workload you think you're going to take on helping Susan in whatever capacity you can. So that goes here. You put the expiration date. Now, both brokers have to sign this, not the affiliates, the brokers. And then you would sign over here. So make sure both brokers sign this. This is contact information of party being referred. So this would be Susan's information. What I do is I go ahead and hold off from filling out Susan Smith's full contact information, phone number, email address. I don't want to go ahead and fill that all out, have my broker and me sign this, and then the other broker and other licensee refuse to sign this, but now they know how to contact Susan, try to convince her to work with you. Again, that's a glass half full viewpoint, but I just want to protect agents whenever they're operating within real estate. So I go ahead, I hold off. Once everybody signs this, then I'll go ahead and let them know, hey, here's Susan's cell phone or email or however they need to get in contact with her. So that's what goes here. Now, 2 more quick tips to go ahead and save you and your broker a lot of time. If you are referring an agent out or referring a client out to another company. So let's say, for example, ABC Realty in California. Let's say we are referring a client out. that means ABC Realty is going to have to pay our company. So if they pay us, we're going to need, or they're going to need our W-9 form, our company W-9, because they should, if the amount's over $600, issue a 1099 at the end of the year for the company. So they're going to need our W-9. Now, if we are receiving an inbound referral, maybe this is flip-flopped. Maybe the California company is sending a referral to you. That means we have to pay ABC Realty. In that case, if we are paying out the referral fee, we need that company's W-9 form. That way, for end-of-year tax purposes, we have their information. We can file it properly with the IRS. Everything's documented. This is a W-9. This is blank. If you are within Zach Taylor Real Estate as an agent, we have a template when you go to create a loop in .loop that says referral. So that will have our company W-9. It has our EIN number. It has our status as a corporation. So again, just to recap, if we are paying out a referral, like somebody from another state sends you a referral and our company has to pay out a referral fee, we need that company's W-9. And then vice versa, you would need their W-9, or they would need our W-9 if they're going to pay us. So hopefully that makes sense. My last little tip is going to be, if your company is not nationwide, there's a lot of companies that are not nationwide, and that's okay. But for example, if I'm looking for an agent, ABC Realty, and I tell Susan, hey, I'm going to find you a really good agent, a really quick way, honestly, just go to Zillow. You could go Zillow, and then right here is Agent Finder. So you can click that. I can type in, let's type in like San Diego, search. Now it actually shows me agents and how many reviews they have. So here's how you can kind of filter through. You could contact these agents, make sure they have good communication, they seem trustworthy, they're honest. So different qualities you're looking for to make sure Susan is taken care of, but you can at least get a sense of how many reviews they have. Even if you click on them, it shows their experience level. Maybe you read their bio. It should have their cell phone number down here, right here. And another little tip before I end this video is the reviews. You can at least check when was the most recent review. So if they have a lot of recent reviews and they continue back a couple years, that's a really good sign. But if their last review maybe wasn't for the past 5 years, maybe you kind of call them, or maybe you question if they're the right referral partner for you. So those are little tips if you have a referral in another area. If you have any questions, let me know. Click the link below. Always happy to help any agent I can. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.